Have you ever tried to make an angled card and just couldn't get those angles cut just right? Well, today I'm going to show you how to get the angles perfectly cut every time. There's no math, there's practically no waste of paper, just beautiful results. Hi, I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping, and I truly believe that crafting, creating cards should be stress-free and fun. Today's card fits that bill perfectly. It's an angled gatefold, and once you learn the tricks that I'm going to share with you, you're going to make this card, this layout, over and over again. You're going to see just how simple this layout is, and of course I have some variations to help show you how to stretch your supplies and spark your imagination. So if you're watching the premiere, please hop over into the live chat and say hi. Let me know where you're from and what you're crafting today. If you're watching the replay, then please leave a comment. I promise I'll respond just as soon as YouTube lets me know that it's there. I read every one of them and it means the world to me. Thank you. Everything I'll be using is Stampin' Up. So if you already have a demonstrator, that's awesome. If you don't, I would love to be your crafty cheerleader. I have all the supplies, all the measurements listed in a free downloadable PDF just for you. It's on my blog. I have the link down in the description, so please be sure you check it out. Are you ready to make a card that opens in such a cool way and looks like it took you a really long time, but really, it only took you minutes to make? Well, let's get started. Let's dive right in. The angled gatefold looks super fancy, but I'm promising you it's just a few cuts and folds away. And you're going to wonder why you haven't made this card sooner. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab this cardstock that has been cut to be, it's 11 inches by 5.5. So that's a different kind of size than we're used to when it comes to a card base. Opening up the paper trimmer, lining it up to be at 3 1/8 inch. I'm going to go ahead and use the scoring blade to score at 3 1/8. I'm going to turn it over. I'm doing 3 1/8 inch again. No, I'm wrong. It's 3 3/8 inch. So I'm going to do that over again. 3 3/8 inch here. All right, now I'm going to do 3 3/8 inch over here. It's okay, it's okay. Just because I have that wrong, it's okay. All right, no one's going to know, I mess these things up. It'll be our secret. All right, here we go. Yay. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it on that one so I don't mess it up again. Okay, so I have it folded. Setting this aside for just a second. I'm going to bring the paper trimmer right back though, and I'm going to really burnish that fold well. And now I'm going to fold in the other side and burnish it really well. Okay, here is our card with the front all set to go. Now, the side that I messed up, I'm going to go ahead and use that first. So I'm going to open this back up. I burnished it really well so I could easily see the fold. Now I'm going to bring back the trimmer. And this is where the magic happens. We're going to make the angle. I'm going to line the 5.5 inch side up into the trimmer, and I'm going to make a little knot at 4.5. So I scoot it over to be 4 1/4. Not 4.5, 4 1/4. All right, now I'm going to mark it just a little bit with the scoring blade. All right, now I'm going to open that up. And where that notch is, that's my guide mark. It's super easy. I'm going to connect the notch, putting it into the guide right there. And the scored line where I have folded it so I can see it very easily is also in the guide. All right, so both those are in the guide. Now I'm going to use the cutting blade, and I've cut it off to be the angle. See this triangle that I just cut off? I'm going to use that as my guide on the other side. Instantly angled front. So I'm going to not throw that away. I'm going to use that as a perfect template for the other side. If you are like me and your hand cut sometimes gets a little bit rogue, don't worry. You can easily just trim the other side with your paper trimmer, just like you did this side here. Okay, and then you'll have it perfectly straight. But I'm a pretty straight cutter. I've got this all lined up here, and I'm going to use this as my template to cut the other side. Ta-da! The angles are done. Now we're going to talk about layers. My coordinating cardstock is early espresso, and it's been cut to be 3 1/8 by 5 1/4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place it right on top of my gatefold flap here, and I'm going to line it right up to the very top, and then I'm getting this side lined up with the edge of the paper where the fold is. Now all I'm going to do is turn it over, keeping it there, and I'm going to trim it. This is my preferred method for getting angles done. I like it because I don't have to use any measuring or anything. Look at that. It is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yay! But you can also do this in the paper trimmer, and let me show you that method as well. So I'm going to line up the top here, okay? Now I'm going to set it down, and I have it all the way here to the score line inside. All right, I did that already over here, and I knew that I did. So I've got that all lined up. All right, now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to mark it with a pen. Like that. And it's okay because I'm going to mark that. I'm going to cut that off. So let's go ahead and trim that with the paper trimmers. Now normally I would be done with paper trimmers because I don't like to cut like this for this one, but I wanted to show you this other variation. Okay, so ta-da, all done. And this side is perfectly cut as well. And now pretty much no one can see that I made that mistake that's our secret before. So how about that? It's gorgeous. All right, so same thing with the designer series paper. I'm going to line it up with the edge here, and the sides are the same. Line it up, and then I turn it over, and I'm simply going to trim it really quickly. And now it's cut perfectly. Yay. Getting that special delivery, the North Pole delivery designer series paper, matting it onto the early espresso piece. That's so cool looking. And now a little bit of adhesive, so it goes onto the pecan pie card base. And all set to go. Excellent. Yay. Oh, that looks cool. All right, excellent. That's perfect. Now the card base is completely done, and I have a panel of the early espresso. It's 4 by 5 1/4, and a little bit of basic white that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I've already stamped thank you from Label Me Grateful stamp set on the basic white piece. Now I'm going to simply adhere using some adhesive. Here we go. Using some of the adhesive. I've got a tape roller this time. Aren't we lucky that we have choices of the adhesives that we can use. It's so nice. Now I'm simply going to adhere this one, and now it goes right inside our card base. So the inside is done, and the two flaps are pretty much done. I mean, just tell me that color combo, the pecan pie, early espresso, and pool party, doesn't just feel cozy and classic for fall? Now let's build the focal point. I used the sentiment frame that is with the label Me Grateful stamp set and the dies, the coordinating dies, and I cut it out twice, one with pecan pie and once with the basic white. The white one is going to get stamped in early espresso with the sentiment of a little kindness makes a big difference. I'm just going to put it right into the center-ish. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to cut the pecan pie one in half. And I'm going to layer it behind the white one here for a shadowed matte look. Dimensionals are going to go onto the back here. I want a lot of them because I want it to stay nice and high and to add a really great pop of lift onto the card. So I'm centering it kind of in here where I think is basically centered. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right. I'm adding some cute little acorn branches that I cut out with the die cut. I'm going to add those cute little acorn branches out of early espresso for the base, and then I have pecan pie acorns that I have cut out and I've cut off of another branch, and I'm gluing them right on top of the early espresso branch. All that's needed after that is a little bit of the dark pecan pie Stampin' Blend to make the cap just a little bit darker. This little color swap trick makes those acorns just pop, and it's a really easy upgrade if you like doing details like that. Here's the dark pecan pie, and then just a really quick little color on that cap, and a quick little color on that cap, and they're all done. And I want to finish off with some fun embellishments. I have some streaked dots here. I'm just going to dab it with my take your pick tool, and every card deserves a little sparkle, right? So just get this on here and enjoy having a little bit of embellishment on there. And there we go. Look at this gorgeous card. All right, I absolutely love how this turned out. It's so pretty. And don't forget a coordinating envelope. It helps tie the whole project together and helps it feel extra special for the person who's receiving it. All right, you want to see how different this exact same layout can look with some other items here, some different designer series paper and stamp sets. Okay, first up, I use the branching out version, okay? And that one is right here. I have Old Olive, some basic white, garden green with the Elegant Pine Snowflakes Designer Series paper. That soft green shimmer is absolutely gorgeous. And I really love those low profile sparkle dots. They add just the right touch. Inside, I stamped the wishing you a day filled with many happy moments because this one is so perfect as a birthday card. I absolutely love it. And for all my Christmas card crafters, wait until you see this next one. It is a Festive Friends version. All right, we have got real red, we've got some basic white, and the modern Christmas specialty designer series paper. I layered a cheerful snowman on top of a trio of stylish shaped dies that are in real red, white, and some soft sea foam. And inside this even got some nice love. You've got a basic white panel that I die cut with some of the little snowflakes that came with the bundle of the Festive Friends. Oh, I just love this. A little bit of blending. It's got some wink of Stella to make the fur all sparkly. Such fun, unexpected details. All right, well, the last version I have to share with you uses the Choose Happy stamp set. And I did an unusual pairing. I've got the Peaceful Garden Designer series paper and the colors of Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, and some basic white. The Happy Day sentiment is punched out with the modern oval punch, and I framed it with some half circle punches for a layered look. Inside, we've got a fun flower that coordinates and ties everything together. And a few of the in-color pearls just finish off the front of this card with all those fun angles perfectly. Okay, so here we have it. And I would love to know, my friend, which is your favorite version? All right, do you like the cozy thank you, the pine birthday here? Do you like the festive snowman the best, or the cheerful florals? Let me know in the comments. Wasn't that easier than you thought it would be? Those angles come together so beautifully once you know the tricks. And I hope today that this helps you feel really confident about folds and doing things with angles. Remember, we're not looking for perfection. It's all about sharing joy through creativity. So hey, if you enjoyed today's project, please be sure you give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on social media. All these things are free for you and make a huge difference to my really teeny tiny little business. So I appreciate your support more than I can even begin to tell you. If you joined me for the premiere, thank you. I love chatting with you. And if you joined me for the replay, then please be sure you leave a comment and let me know which version of this card was your favorite. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.